Yeah, what is going on, everybody? We back with another episode of From My Experience Podcast. Biff, what up?
Hi guys, it's another Biff episode.
So, first of all, shout out to our guests from last week, Jay Dukes, Eric King of Oxcore Wars. We appreciate you guys. Y'all make sure you go follow Oxcore Wars. They're coming to a city near you. I believe in those brothers' dreams, and I believe they will be on TV sooner than we think. And
I
remember,
believe the
you heard
children
it
of the
here.
future.
You heard it here. And you also heard it on the HBCU podcast. Shout out to Natasha and Tommy. Love y'all. They were on their
Love you
podcast as
guys.
well. Yeah, so make sure you check out the HBCU podcast. All right, Biff, we're going to talk about could you still be friends with an ex, dream vacations, concerns related to your age, and what keeps you up at night.
Ooh, some good ones. So it should be a good but quickie little episode.
Yeah, I'm always down for a quickie.
Me too. God, I need one.
Well, by the time y'all hear this, I'll be getting back from seeing my baby. So,
Hopefully I'll be getting back from getting fucked, so.
wow.
Okay. We're gonna shoot 2 for 2, hopefully with Steph Curry with the shit.
Yo, I don't even know what to say. Oh, wait. Yo, you're wildin'. Okay, can you be friends with the next?
Woo! I think it depends on which ex. Now, some exes, I got a whole bunch, but all of them except one I could be friends with. I actually am friends with, so it's not like a big deal. Now, what type of friends? That's a different conversation. I could definitely be cordial with all of them except for one, the one that was just batshit crazy. I don't even want to speak or look at him ever again. But other than that, I think we've all, even if we broke up kind of, if he was still, you know what I'm saying, I built the type of relationship where we had a friendship first, so I still have a friend. I could still call them if I wanted to, but then there's other variables that go into it too. Would you still be friends with somebody if you're in a new relationship?
So that is a loaded question.
Yeah, really loaded.
Number one, do I think someone can be friends with an ex? I do, but only if both of y'all really want to be friends. So I know you're like, wait, what? So like, I mean, and it depends on how the relationship ended. Like, my first relationship ended badly, so obviously we didn't remain friends. We were really, actually, really good friends before the relationship, but because of the way it ended, it was like a double betrayal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the second relationship, it didn't necessarily end badly, but they just don't deal with me like that. Like, I've reached out a couple times, like, hey, we should hang out and do dinner. Like, hey, because we used to have a lot of fun before the relationship, but she's just not very receptive of that. And I've asked a couple friends, I'm like, yo, like,
Am I tripping?
why? Like, yeah, I'm like, am I tripping? Like, and then some people are like, well, they don't want that reminder of what could have been, or maybe there's something that happened that you don't know about or remember.
Oh, so they ain't got closure. You
Could
can't
be.
be friends if you don't have closure. There's just no way that's not gonna happen. Like, I think in order to be friends, you guys have to be completely like over
Well, I
the
was
whole
fine.
relationship. Like, that's what I'm saying. Now you could be it, but both. That doesn't necessarily mean both parties are.
Right.
I mean, I completely. Well, I'm probably also the one that broke up with them, but I'm normally the one. I'm okay. Most of the time, it is the opposite. Well, I guess me and you are alike in that sense that we're the ones that tend to be better off leaving the relationship.
Yeah.
It don't bother me none. It don't bother me none. The only time I would kind of get wishy-washy about is if I'm with somebody currently and they knew of the ex.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think out of respect, I would probably chill like on the friendship thing just because they know, you know what I'm saying? They know I've been with this person before and I respect around them. You know, I would keep it to a minimum, just keep it cordial.
Yeah.
I'm
Keep
not going to be
responsible
like,
creeping in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna completely like cut you off. Like, oh, I got a new man. Like, you cut off. Like, that's it. Like, no, I'm still like, hey, how you doing? You know, check in from time to time. But it ain't gonna be like, yo, what's up? Let's go hang out. Because how are you gonna have that conversation? What you about to do? Go hang out with my ex? Like, that's just not gonna end well.
Yeah. It's like, wait.
Hold on, what you mean? And
Yeah.
that's a whole nother bag right there. So that is actually a really kind of a loaded question. Like, it's so many factors that can go into it. If you got like a batshit crazy ex like mine, the answer is completely no. They're still gonna try to make you be their friend. Like, ugh. What about the ones that don't want to let go? How do you deal with that?
I kind of went through that with the first one. Because she had met my whole family and was like Facebook friends with my family and would like ask about
Oh
me, and I
God,
had to like
yeah.
message my whole family and was like, yeah, that didn't end well, so if y'all want to remain friends with her, that's up to y'all, but if she asks you about me, just don't tell her anything. So that was it. um I think she wanted to keep the relationship. She said, I mean, we talked about it, at one point, and she was like, does that really bother you? I'm like, yes, like, my family is a package deal. Like, if you're no longer dealing with me, and you've only met them once or twice, why are you trying to maintain a relationship with people that are directly connected to me? Like,
But see, that's how I kind of felt about my ex, because I was like, I got close to like his sister and his cousins and
but
stuff.
see,
Like, I
you
was
got
friends with
close.
them.
That's different. That's
Um,
different than I met you 2 times
so
in
why
person.
she added who at only meeting 2 times on Facebook?
This is when you just did it on Facebook, man.
Uh,
It's some years ago. This is that's 6, 7 maybe. So this is like just when you just did it. But yeah, and then when they don't want to let go, that's the thing too. You gotta set clear boundaries and rules. Like sometimes you gotta block people, man. I
oh
didn't.
yeah, I had to do that, and I felt so bad. I had to block him and his family because I was like, because you know how sometimes you can see friends of friends, or you can see if they tagged or something, or if they have a conversation, like the algorithms and have your name pop up. Like I had to completely delete everybody, and I felt so bad about it.
Mm,
Because I really adored the little girl. I really did. His baby cousin. I really adored her. She was the sweetest thing in the world. But it's just like, I cannot deal with your older cousin. He is batshit crazy. Like, help.
yep. Yep.
So, I don't know. It can go either way. It's a good thing or it could be a bad thing. I think it all depends on how you broke up, like you said. I think it depends on just how you broke up or how you ended it.
Yeah, I think that's a big factor. That's a huge factor actually. And
Yeah.
yeah, because if it ends well, I don't see why y'all can't be friends.
Cordial at least.
Yeah, like what's the issue, you know? Um, and then I guess some people do it. I know some girls don't want to be friends with the guy afterward, especially if they slept with you, because when they get in a new relationship, no guy is ever really truly comfortable with their girl still being cool with somebody that they slept with, especially if they're close friends or they still friends and like she might end up in the same city. Like you don't want that phone call. Oh, I'm hanging out with Michael. What?
Yeah, yeah. That's why I say once you get in a relationship, I think that's when you should downgrade it to at least cordial if you guys are beyond cordial, just out of respect. But then
Yeah.
again, everybody's relationship is different. That is subject to how your relationship is. Like you might find somebody that's secure enough or don't give a fuck and do whatever. I trust you enough that I know you ain't gonna fuck off. Like you got something that'll do that, and then you got something that's like not feeling it. Try
Yeah.
again.
That's me. Nope.
That'd probably be me too, unless it was a baby mama. Like what you need to talk to her for?
Question. Uh,
Oh
at
Lord.
your, at
Oh Lord. You can't even get the shit out.
I just had this thought. How would you, and you wouldn't, I guess you wouldn't know. Would you feel a way if you knew how can I put it? At your wedding, somebody that one of y'all slept with is there. Is that person allowed to be invited? Does it
It
even
depends on
matter?
how it depends on how long ago. Now, we get married and you slept with her when you was like 19, 20 or some shit like that, and we in our 30s, that's not going to bother me. But the bitch you just slept with before you met me, that's a no. But I also probably 9 times wouldn't invite bitches who slept with anyway, but if you are adamant about a particular one from a long time ago because you guys are still good friends, then, you know, I trust you enough. I'm getting ready to marry you, so whatever. I'm not going to be the one salty on my day. They will. But then also, like, it also depends on, like, the type of relationship. Like, if that was, like, you stayed with them from 20 to 27 and then y'all broke up and then we met and then we got all together and married and stuff. No, you're not inviting her. I'm not really feeling that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, it's really subjective. Just like I'm pretty sure my husband wouldn't want nobody that I fuck with there. Like, what's the point? But anyway, my wedding gonna be small and intimate anyway. The reception gonna be smacking, but ain't nobody. It's only gonna be very few people invited to the actual wedding, and the damn shit ain't gonna be nobody you to fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a big no. What would you do? Would you agree or you just no across the board?
Now, hell no, the motherfuckers ain't coming. I don't want you to have no last minute epiphany about that. Nope.
How would you? I don't even want no big wedding. You said how expensive them shits is nowadays.
Yeah, we talked about that. We definitely don't want a big wedding.
I'm thinking maybe. Oh God. And it's kind of hard because, like, I got a real small family, so I already know, like, I'm not inviting that many people. But it's like it's difficult if you got somebody that got a big family. And most of the men that I've talked to have like huge families, and everybody's like, oh, "I'm coming," like people like to invite themselves and shit. And I'm just like, ugh. That's why I was like, I think the wedding is going to be like immediate family, and the reception can be whoever y'all can come get down. We having a buffet. Do what you do.
Right. Yeah, that can get expensive, man. Like,
I think it's like 30,000 now or something like that. The average wedding around between like 30 and 50,000 or some shit like that. That shit's crazy. Yes. That's why I was like shell shocked. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, we getting married at Chick-fil-A.
Backyard free.
Yeah, that works too. I'm pretty sure I have some wealthy friends I can get married in their fancy ass backyard or something.
Right, or garden or shit. It's public gardens and stuff around this hole too. You just gotta make sure you book the date. Like,
yeah, that's true too.
It ain't like, I don't see why people go all out. I just can't. I think I'd rather have a 2-week honeymoon than a big blown out wedding.
Hey, now you're talking.
Yeah, that's just always been my thing. I want a for real honeymoon. I don't want we only go to Jamaica for 4 days. Like, no. I want the whole shebang. I'm be gone. Don't call me. You ain't gonna be able to reach me unless it's over Wi-Fi. Like, what do you want? I don't know, bro. That's an interesting question. It ran into so many other things. Like, that whole friends with the X thing can run so many avenues.
Too many avenues, which is why I see why a lot of people don't do it.
Yeah, now it's starting to make more sense. Before I just kind of like, but now it's starting to make like more and more sense. Now that we're sitting here talking about it,
like, you gotta remember they're a friend, so if you treat them like a friend, it just can get.
I just can't get over you fucked her, like. Because then, but see, I'm one of the people that I obsess about shit, and I'm like, well, did you fuck her like you fucked me, or did you learn
that? Right, exactly, like, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, for me to really be comfortable with you around and with me not around, like, I need to be around this person to feel their energy.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want you in the same room. You know what I'm saying? While you were with me or whatever, or now that you're with me, you in the same room with somebody who knows what you feel like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think I'm too comfortable with that. I guarantee unless it's like a baby mama or some shit like that. But other than that, I ain't.
Yeah, because it's like, come on, man. Now, because if you know it's good, they remember that it's good. And they got memories. They got inside jokes. You know what I'm saying? A nigga's going to crack an inside joke just because he can, because he knows she's not going to say anything. She's not going to go back to her man and have that argument. The average woman will laugh. Like, if you had an inside joke about somebody you slept with, they're in a relationship now, But you might, I don't know, you might say something like peanut butter and that brings a memory and they laugh. Like, that's not something you're going to go tell your man and now you got to go not be friends with that person. And most women aren't going to say, hey, respect my relationship. Don't make inside jokes like that. Most women don't do that. Most of them are just
because, I mean, to be honest, that's not something you think of either until, like, you sit thinking about shit like that now. Like,
yep.
Wait, so, yeah, I think I just rather avoid it all just because I know my type of personality. But there are people who have, cooler personalities that are more laid back. I am not one because I will go smack you off the couch.
Why you...
Ain't shit funny. What the fuck? What y'all got to laugh about? Like,
exactly. Y'all having too much fun over there.
Yeah, that's why I was like, because I be want to smack the shit out of you for kikiing. So let me just go ahead about my business. And then you got people that, do shit on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna just go to jail, so I'm gonna just not even deal with it.
And ladies, I'm gonna tell you this, and fellas, you'll thank me because you're not gonna know anyway. It's okay to tell a guy a little bit of lie to give him some more security. I don't think I've been told a lie, but making a guy feel like he's the only one that did something or can do something, that helps. Like, when a nigga knows, like, he was the first one to do this or he did that, like, that helps put his mind at ease. Because it's like, man, I made a landmark. You know what I'm saying? Like, she good. She ain't going nowhere type deal. For when he has those moments,
yeah,
that helps. You're the only one who made me pop my toes from curling them so hard. Like, just tell it.
I ain't gonna talk about it on air, but yeah, I think I put on some shit this past week.
What?
Yeah. Woo, yeah. Woo.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, like, that title only belongs to you, so.
Yeah. Yeah. It helps.
Mm-hmm. Just a little white lie, ladies. Now, don't be out there and be like, yeah, you the best dick I ever had, and yeah, you fucked me like this. I ain't never had nobody fuck me like this, but you over there shivering in your dreams thinking about another nigga. Don't do that.
And guys, don't ask that question.
Oh, please. And don't ask how many partners, because you gonna wind up with a lie or your feelings hurt. Just don't even do it to yourself. Don't even do it to yourself.
Don't ask.
And I got it not right. And actually, I have an issue with anybody, whether it's a man or female, that sit there and ask, like, how many partners have you had? What all have you done? Like,
I understand the partner question. I think that to me, depending on the person and your comfort level and how far along y'all are, it just depends. Like,
nah, because if we fucking, I know you a freak bitch, and I know you've been down through that. Like, no, I'm not even gonna ask to get my feelings hurt.
But when you want, but see, that's like a part of who that person is. Like, I think that's an important detail to know.
I don't want to know the number. I want to know, do you practice safe sex?
That's important too. That's the most important thing.
I think that's the most important.
I don't think it's mandatory,
about the number because I don't think it's mandatory. I don't really care about how many partners you have. Long as if do you practice safe sex? And I want to know if we are having raw sex, am I the only one you on? Like, but other than that, I don't give a fuck who you. Well, I take that back. I want to know if you fuck with somebody I don't fuck with at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I got a beef with a bitch or somebody I don't like in particular, or, if you got some history with a particular female like that, I want to know more or less about how many females you done had, like, a deep history with. So I don't go nowhere or I'm not out in public looking stupid.
Right.
But I don't need to know the exact number. And hell, 9 times out of 10, nobody knows the exact number unless it's, like, under 10. After that, people stop giving a fuck. So if you ask a woman what the fuck her number is, 9 times out of 10, she probably gonna lie. 4.
Don't shit. Some of y'all do be telling that dumbass lie like 4.
Don't ask me, because I'm going to give you 4 on purpose. And you know damn well it's more than 4. But why are you even asking me?
He don't know. He know damn well?
Yeah, he know damn well it's over 4.
So why don't y'all just not answer?
I do, but I normally don't. But you got some men that are so adamant that I know I'm not going to talk to you no more. So I'm just tell you what the fuck I want, whatever you want to hear.
So fellas, y'all hear that? Let that shit go. I had to let that shit go and realize it didn't matter.
The most important thing is safe sex.
Yeah.
And are they practicing safe sexual methods? That's all you really need to be worried about. And well, I mean, to an extent, in home, if they have a deeper than sex relationship. But other than that, they was just like in their college life fucking off, which a lot of young men do, young men and women. Or they had their little whole phase, quote unquote. You fuck off. You having fun. Casual sex is okay. It's not like it's the devil, but it's not like nobody's like, had sex, check mark, had sex, check mark. Like, nobody's keeping up with that shit. You trying to enjoy yourself. That's the point of it.
Shit, I know people.
But
Never mind.
people that I know people that now. I ain't even gonna lie. I know a young lady for every guy she fucked. Every time she fucked, she would document it in her period calendar.
That's nasty.
I mean, like, no,
a
it's not.
period calendar?
Yeah, it tells you when your period gonna come on, when you ovulating. Like, it's like a lady calendar. It's not just the period. It just give you a prediction of when your period's supposed to come on, when you ovulating. Like, you can put symptoms and stuff in. Like, you know, you can put when you had sex and was it unprotected, or protected. Like, but it's just a way to keep track of your bodily health. But it's made for women. I don't know I'm pretty sure it's a man app for it. The men this are out there somewhere.
Oh, well,
but
we don't. If you say so.
I'm pretty sure the men in this have come up with an app, but
we probably do.
Yeah, but no, it's just a way to keep track of it. It's not, just your sexual health and, your well-being. So it's a good way to keep track of it, especially, forgetful things. And a lot of times when you go to like the OBGYN, they ask you about your history and stuff. And I don't know about y'all, but in my day, I smoked a lot of weed. So I can't remember what the fuck last month was going on. I don't know. So I just documented like, yeah, okay. So my period came on here and then it ended there. Because they always ask that question when you go to the doctor. The ladies know when's the last day of what's the first day of your last menstrual period. And you just keep track. So it's just an easy way to keep track. But also in it, you can leave notes. And every time she had sex, she would put a note with who she had sex with. Which also it's a little crazy, but also it kind of helps. So if she ever caught anything or some shit hit the fan, like she knew exactly who to go to.
True. That's actually smart.
Yeah. So if you out there fucking off like that, just be cognizant of who you fucking off with and, the type of fucking off you're doing. At least she knew she was fucking off, so at least she was protecting herself on like all avenues.
All right. Dream vacation.
Baby, take me to Thailand.
Shut up.
No, I'm dead ass serious, Bill. You can ball out. Bro, you can go to Thailand with $500 and survive a whole fucking month. All right, bullshit you not. Some of the most beautiful places, beaches and shit off in Thailand for dirt ass cheap. The only thing that's fucking expensive is the flight.
How much that flight is, cuz?
Ooh, couple thousand.
What?
It's about 1,000 depending on I guess it depends on what class you take and all that. It's about 1,000. Cause it's like an island in the middle of goddamn nowhere.
Sheesh.
Thailand, yeah, it's so nice. Yes, Tahiti.
Tahiti
What else? I want to go to Bora Bora.
Oh yeah, man. I hear a lot of rappers talk about Bora Bora. Bora Bora is nice.
Bora Bora. I wouldn't even mind going back home to like Haiti, like, but enjoying it like tourist style, not so much family style. Was Jamaica nice, Bill?
Jamaica. Yeah, it was very nice. The weather was nice. It was relaxing. I think part of the trip too is...
I'm getting that up.
Shut up. I think the biggest and best part of any trip is put your phone on airplane mode and just enjoy
life.
Where you are. Yes. Enjoy the fact that you don't have to see, some of the stuff you would see in your homeland of America, walking around. And like, you may experience some of the same cultural things and racial things depending on where you go. But like, for the most part, nah. It's very relaxing, very tranquil, especially you go to a resort. Like, I did not want to come back. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like I've never been at peace so much in my life, man. Like, no disruptions, None of that, yo. I didn't care about anything. Like, I got my affairs in order before I left, so I could just focus on my trip. And it was wonderful. I want to go back. I want to go back. I might go back.
You know what I have no desire for?
What?
Europe. Anything in Europe. I have zero desire to do anything in Europe. Like, there's nothing I want to see in Europe. Like, I'm trying to think, like, maybe Switzerland, and that's just to go get hot. No, is it Switzerland or Netherlands that got the weed?
I want to go to both of those places, but I'm just kind of...
Well, whoever got the weed, free weed, walk around free weedy, that probably might be the only place I want to go. But other than that, there's nothing in Europe that I'm like, I have to go see. Like, because they so fucking racist. I be seeing like the black travel stories and stuff, and they be like, yeah, it was great, but it's always like this one experience where somebody get out of pocket, or they walking around being stared at like zoo animals because they ain't used to seeing black people. Like, I want to go somewhere where I'm embraced, so the whole experience is wonderful. So, you know what, I wouldn't even mind taking my black ass to Africa. I wouldn't mind trekking anywhere over Africa.
You know I'm going to end up going to Africa a few times.
Yeah, I don't want to do like 23andme.com. There's actually a black people ancestry thing that you can do to figure out where your bloodline is from in Africa. I wouldn't mind doing that, figuring out exactly where my heritage and stuff comes from to go to them countries and stuff. Like, I would definitely love doing that. Africa is on my list. Africa is also very expensive too to get there. Not necessarily to stay there. But then also, it's like you take the risk. Africa got a lot of turmoil and stuff going on too. So it's like, depending on where you go.
I will say, you need to, wherever you decide to go, people, make sure you do your research. Try to talk to someone who's been there and see what's going on.
Or live there. Yeah.
Like, my friend told me that Italy was pretty racist, and I've never been.
Yeah,
I've
heard that multiple times.
Like, she was there for an extended period of time. She was just like, when you walk into a restaurant, they look at you like with disgust, and I was just like, wow.
Like, yeah, that's why I said there's nothing in Europe that even remotely, like, I don't even give a fuck. Like, and then the people in like UK are panicking now because white people are not a minority.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so funny. Everybody's like, well, why are you guys panicking? You act like being a minority is a bad thing or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's like they starting to panic over here in goddamn America.
America.
Like, yeah, the next 50 years, I'm pretty sure the white people are going to become somewhat of a minority. But it's just like, yeah, I have no inkling to go there. You know what? I wouldn't mind going to like Toronto if I had to do like a closer to at home on the Eastern Hemisphere type shit.
Definitely need to go to Canada.
I wouldn't mind Toronto going to like Caribbean or some shit like that.
I want to take an Alaskan cruise.
I don't fuck with I fuck with the cold. Not like that.
You gonna be on the boat? You be alright?
It's still gonna be cold, Biff. It ain't gonna be like you on a boat in damn Bahamas or some shit. You on a boat looking at icebergs.
The inside of the boat, bruh.
You can see the whales. Oh.
Yo, I want to go to
we went whale watching
cruise, yo. Now Tahiti is like my number one spot. I remember when I was a travel agent for 5 minutes. I got scammed into a pyramid scheme. I definitely wanted to go to Tahiti when I saw that. And those bungalows on the water were just like, whew, sweet Jesus. The babies that will be made over there.
Yeah. See, that's why I'm trying to like go somewhere like, yeah, when you come back, like, baby, let me tell you, I know what I made you.
Exactly. One of them exotic babies. Stupid. All right, next up. What? Yo, I follow some crazy ass people on Instagram. Instagram be letting people get away with butt cheeks and nipples if they do the right angle.
You can't show butt cheeks?
Oh yeah, you can. Sorry, I'm not looking at nothing nasty. I was just scrolling. It was just like, hello. Okay. concerns related to your age. Ooh. So I'm 34. I'll be 35 in December. And I'm going to tell y'all, if you're my age, something, I've gotten over this for the most part, but it haunts me every now and again. Just not being where you thought you would be at your age.
Oh,
like, that
God,
is like
yeah. I am just coming to terms with that shit. Like, you know how you're 18 and you're like, ooh, by 25, I'm going to be out of school. I'm going to have me a good job. And, I'm going to have me a house and getting engaged or married on the way. And here I am, 29 with a kid and working at a nuclear reactor, getting fucked occasionally. So.
I'm hanging up. Yeah. So.
I mean, like, life happens. I had to understand, like, I do got a big ego. Like, you have to understand to humble yourself sometimes. Like, life is not a race. You gotta understand, don't stop comparing yourself to others. That was my big thing. Like, you had it by the time you was this age. Like, why can't I? Or, like, shit happens. Life happens, and you're not going to always be able to immediately, finish things. Like, you have goals. That doesn't mean you can't finish it. Like, I went from being ahead to graduating college early to graduating college late. I had a whole kid in the middle of that shit. Like,
yeah, same.
Well, actually,
I didn't have a kid, but I graduated late.
I found out I was bipolar, so I had to take some time off after I was diagnosed bipolar, get myself together. Boom, got myself together. Then boom, got pregnant. And so I had to take some more break. But it's like I still kept chugging. Like, bro, I'm going to get this degree. I didn't get that degree when I was 21, 22. I got that degree when I was 25.
Right.
Was that 25? Yeah, 25. So it's just like, stop comparing yourself. Like, even now, like, when I think about it, like, back then, I was like, you know what? I think I would want a house by 30. And now I'm even contemplating, like, do I even want to buy a house? Like,
yes.
Is it even worth it? Like, so much changes. Like, the economy changes. And as you get older, you understand it more. Like, you can't live in that Disney fantasy life type shit. Like, that's just not how life works. Everything that happens in the movies, that's not how it works unless you run into, like, some generational wealth. Mm-hmm. And, like, matter of fact, I seen, what was it? The American bootstrap story. Pick your stuff up by the bootstraps. You'll be able to make it. And they kept putting up the picture of, like, Google, Amazon, and Apple, saying it all started in the garage. No, it did not. All of them got money from parents to start up their shit. Nothing started in that garage. They all went to Ivy League, or not necessarily Ivy League, but they all went to very well-renowned colleges. Even if they didn't graduate, they got enough information from the classes. It's like they dropped out like seniors. They dropped out. It's not like they dropped out as freshmen. Like, you got to realize everybody's story ain't your own, especially if you like one of us and you got to get that shit out the mud and make your own story. Like, if you getting shit out the mud, you just got to know that shit ain't going to come easy. And it's not going to come when you want it to. You got to go get it. Like, now I'm not there getting it. I'm almost 30. I'm 29 going on 30. Like, I did not picture myself, only having a townhome with a kid. Like, I did not see myself at 30 looking like this, being like this.
And most people don't see themselves being where they currently are. They don't. You know what I'm saying? So I would just tell y'all, obviously be encouraged and know that you're not alone. But two, someone just told me today, this is being recorded a week early, by the way, but they just told me today, I was talking to them about how I was feeling. It had nothing to do with my age, but they were saying, like, you sound ungrateful. And I didn't take it as an insult, but they were like, you're talking a lot about what you don't have, but look at what you do have. Mm-hmm. And I think that's part of being Americanized. Like, there's such an overabundance of stuff and things and what the idea of success is and what it looks like that I probably have more in this bedroom that I live in than half the people in the world. Literally. And I have to remember that. And it's the small things, man. Like, the small things we take for granted. Like, I can come home and do whatever I want. I can come home and play Xbox. I can do my podcast. I can eat freely. I can drink freely. I can relax and be unbothered. And when I take that for granted because I don't think about it. But there were times in my life I couldn't do that. And that may sound very simple to some of y'all. But there's literally been times in my life where I could not come home to just peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
And that's definitely a big difference. Like I love my car. My car is my dream car. Like I got an Acura ILX. Like I love my car. And like
stunting.
when I tell people like this is my dream car, they always give me like a funny look like, you want no BMW or no Mercedes or, you don't want the G-Wagon. Like that's not no goals. Like, nigga, this is my goal. Cause growing up, nigga, I was in my mama's station wagon. My first car was a 1990 Grand Am. Like,
Ooh.
that is, what I'm saying? That is my luxury. Like, the car that I have, like, I love. Like, and they're like, this, you don't want, like, the nice cars and stuff is all right, but I feel like I've accomplished what I want car-wise. I got the car that I want. Like, that's a goal for me. The fact that I have my own townhome, like, that's a big deal to me. We've never had a townhome this size. Like, my house is like half the size of my mom's house.
Sheesh.
And it took her over 40 years to get her house. You know what I'm saying? And I got mine at 27.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's a big deal to me. Like, that's my goal. You have to understand you're running your own race. Like, now my thing is like saving just to make sure Grayson can be better or even bigger than I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? Grayson feel like he living the life. He's definitely living the life compared to what me and my brothers grew up on. Me and my brothers and sisters grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, that's what I want, and I want him to do that for his kids and so on and so on. So, like, everybody's goal is different. And stop telling people their goals or what they want is not a good goal. Just because it's not your goal or something you see as a goal does not mean it's not a goal for anybody else.
Exactly.
Like, some people wake up fighting. Like, it's days where I know I wake up and my bipolar is killing me. Some of my goals is just to get through the day. Don't tell me, oh, you should just get through the day and try to do this. No. Or if I say my goal is just to make it through the day, well, what kind of goal is that? That's every day. You're blessed. You wake up. That's not how I see it.
Right. You know how you measure things in your life. You know what I'm saying? We all have a measurement tool. Like, shout out to my boy CV. I always mess with Carl. He texts me motivation in the morning. Some days we be out here getting it. We good. Some days it's just like, man, this is trash. I can't stand this. But we push each other because we're both creatives. We understand the creative struggle. We understand it doesn't happen overnight. Like, look at someone like Tyler Perry. That dude used to be sleeping in his car.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now look at him. Buku money. Like, a lot of people have stories like that because if you notice, unless you're in, like, the field of business and you came up with this ingenious idea, a lot of those people who struggled, Kevin Hart, when he said he ain't had no money, his mom gave him the money. She kept telling him to read the Bible. He opened his Bible. His mom had his rent money in there, but wanted him to read the Bible. Just all kind of struggle stories. There's no blueprint to this. There's no true how to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to be successful in certain fields, especially if you're creative and passionate about being creative. There's not necessarily a blueprint. You just got to put your content out there and hope that the right person sees it and that you're ready when the opportunity presents itself. So until then, you got to maintain, you know what I'm saying? Like, now, one of the things that I think has changed with my age, definitely, I'm a lot more careful with how many risks that I take. I've taken a lot of risk, and it's cost me a lot, and I don't want to be in those positions anymore. Like, straight up and down, I do not want to be in those positions ever. I don't ever want to be as broke as I've been before. Like, just thinking about it. It's just like, oh my God, like, I don't ever want to go back there. Ever. Ever go back there again. So.
And then also, like, you like, you're right, you get smarter about taking risks. Like, I got a whole ass child, so I definitely cannot move like if I didn't have a child. Even though there's some parents out there that still move like they're single. Yeah. Like, my risk assessment has now changed. Like, even when it comes down to dating, like, when I date a guy, does he have any father, any father qualities, any daddy qualities? He doesn't necessarily have to be a dad, although shout out to the Dilfs. I love you guys. Oh my Y'all God. Are my preference. Shit like that. Can I let you around my kid? Like, I have to date you. Like, I have a certain rule. Like, you're not allowed around my kid for a period of time until I can fill you out completely. Right. Like, because now I have to show, like, I can't have different men around my kid all the time. Like, mommy, who's this friend? Mommy, who's this friend? Mommy, who's this friend? Like, I don't want that picture in his head, like making it seem like it's okay to have a different woman or a different, a different person in your house every week. Like, no, I want him to see a loving friendship first that develops into something. And then he's like, okay, so that's how it should work. So I'm very particular about the men that I bring around him, or like even when it comes down to mentors, like every person that hollers, I'm a good mentor, or I want to take on a kid, does not mean they're a good mentor.
Yep.
And I hate to say that, or it might not be the type of mentor for your child. And you just have to look at certain stuff like that, or hell, even when it's like going out, like, taking risks, like even to the point of like who I'm hanging with now. Like, I can hang with you at the house, but when we go out, you already know, like, it's just certain stuff. I guess when you grow up, you become more cognizant of like what the world can do and the consequences. It's easier to bounce back when you're younger, but when you get older and you start adding in things like family and, money and jail and all that good shit, you start weighing things a whole lot more heavily and things start holding a whole lot more weight. Do you want to risk it all? Because the risk, I feel like the risks get bigger as you get older.
Yeah, because you got more to lose. You're more consciously aware of what you may have to lose. And some people try to play the whole, but look at what you can gain. But it's like, yeah, but there's a chance that I could lose.
Right.
So it's really about, okay, because I have a threshold. Like I do still take risk and I do a bit of things that are risky, but I have a threshold. Like when I look at the risk, I'm like, okay, what is the worst that can happen? If I can't take that worst, not doing it. I've had plenty of people pitch me ideas and businesses they want to go in on. And I'm like, yo, but if I move here and this thing don't work, I have nothing. I got to start all over.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that because now if you're chasing a dream and it's your baby, that's different. But it's when it's someone else's and you're not sure and you don't have some type of burning passion about it, then I will warn you, I will caution you to think twice, maybe 3 times. Doesn't mean you can't work in other ways, but you gotta be careful with that. But I would just say this
Sorry.
You okay, Biff? Nah, don't apologize. Make sure you alright, yo.
Yeah, I feel like I've got like this. I've been having sinus issues and stuff until I can get
I don't know
insurance.
what you've been having. You don't talk to me.
Yes, Biff. You know about that's supposed to get surgery.
Oh yeah.
But I postponed my surgery, so it's been postponed. So like it's starting, all the symptoms and stuff starting to come back. So hopefully that'll all end soon. It will end soon. I took that back. It will end soon after Wednesday. So.
Sheesh.
Yeah. But that's life again. There you go. That's part of life. Shit happens. was not expecting to have sinus surgery, but due to my previous job and the conditions that I worked in, my body built up a self-defense that was trying to help itself but wound up fucking me up even more. So now I have to get surgery to fix that because of the conditions from my previous job. So yeah, that's life. That's called life. That shit like that happens. Nobody plans on shit like that. I definitely never planned on having surgery, but here I am on the waiting list to have surgery.
I almost had surgery once. My health has taken a couple turns. Not life-threatening, but just things are just different. Like I can't do dairy anymore. Like milk, it will literally make me puke. Like dairy will make me puke. 10, 15 minutes after I eat it, I'm literally puking. And the weird thing is, it's only certain things. Like straight up milk, can't do it. Cheesecake, I can do it. Certain cheeses I can do, and certain cheeses I can't do. So I don't even know what it is. So I'll usually try to stay away from dairy, period. And I loved ice. I can't eat ice cream anymore, y'all. Like ice cream makes me throw up. Can't eat it anymore.
Really, Bill?
Yeah, can't eat it. It will make me throw up. Yeah, and it didn't happen until I hit my early 30s. Can't eat ice cream, bro. Come right up. Some people say that's a good thing because we're not supposed to really drink cow's milk.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be on cow's milk anyway. Listen, I tried this almond milk shit, and I don't know if it's working out because shit, almond milk just, ugh.
I get the vanilla flavor, which helps because it's not.
I think I got vanilla. I think because I mixed it with chocolate, it just wasn't a good combination. Maybe I should just try to like cereal by itself, but God.
I'm sorry, Biff. Well, I've been doing almond milk for like close to almost 10 years now. So I'm kind of like used to it. I like it a lot. Oh, excuse me. Okay. What keeps you up at night, Biff?
Mm,
I got one thing that keeps me up at night.
it kind of depends on the situation and what's going on. I'm a little bit more spiritually inclined now, so
What?
if something doesn't sit right with my spirit, or if I feel like I got to get something off my chest and I couldn't, most of the times I won't be able to sleep. But besides that, the biggest thing is anything to do with my child. He's had asthma, lung-related issues since he's been born. He had his first asthma attack at 4 weeks, so my body has just adjusted to even in listening down. Like, I sleep so light so I can hear his breathing pattern. Like, that would probably be the only thing. Like, when he gets sick, I don't sleep at all. Even now, he's 5. When he gets sick, I still don't sleep. I make him sleep with me in the bed so I can hear him breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that, what don't make me sleep? When the junkies are outside my window fighting.
What?
Yeah. Every now and then it turns to a WWE brawl.
Wow.
But, that's good entertainment. But I got like noise canceling windows, so I'm straight for the most part. But,
Fiends are outside the window. Whoa. Oh my God, Montana is beautiful. What in the heck?
It is. Ain't that what Kanye West had his little album party where that's the little secret place everybody goes, like the little resort out there, ranch or whatever it is?
Oh, black people about to come tear that up. Look at
I
this.
think that was the issue at first after Kanye left. It was an influx of reservations and stuff because that used to be like a secret celebrity spot.
I just sent it to you on Instagram. If it looks like that, that might.
And then Kanye blew it up.
That might need that like be the move, Biff. Look at that water.
I'm about to go look. I don't know, Biff, but other thing, anything that bothers my spirit to keep me up. But besides that, I sleep peacefully because I really, 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 and I'm adamant about my sleep because I don't sleep, or sometimes like when I'm manic, I only get a couple hours per week when I'm asleep. So when I sleep, my body doesn't take it for granted. Or if I know I can't sleep, I will go take some goddamn Z-Quil or something to make myself pass out. Like, I'm going to sleep.
Lord.
Oh, wow. But that is really pretty.
Yes. Like.
Jeez.
Exactly. I need to put that on my wish list. I heard it's expensive, though. Pusha T said it was expensive. He a millionaire. When a millionaire is expensive.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that used to be like the low-key celebrity spot.
Yeah.
But what about you, Biff? What keeps you up?
Not being close to my woman. That's really it.
Corny.
Like, no, it's real. Cause like
it's corny, but you.
I've been waiting so long to be in love like this, and now that I am, it's so close yet so far. I'm almost there though. I'm almost there. But some nights that shit does that. Lately, I'm just thinking as of lately, that's what's been keeping me up. Is just like I need to get, I want my plan to be executed so I can just go and be closer. I mean, not only just for that, but the career opportunities, the opportunities to grow the podcast, because I'll be in a more metropolitan area. So, having the bread to fly Biff up there for the live show. Tori and Alex are already in the general vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Like, just crazy stuff I want to do. And I was like, that's where it's happening at. It's not happening here. And the people are like, well, won't you be the one to start it? Bruh, come on, man. I need to go somewhere that's conducive to what I'm trying to do. And that's a big thing. But, like, yeah, we have a very strong connection. And I just cannot wait. I can't wait, man. Yeah. That's what really keeps me up at night. Everything else kind of like, I guess now that I'm in the mid-dirty 30s, it's kind of like you learn to roll with the punches. Like, certain shit will bother you for a little bit, but you've probably experienced it, so then you learn to say, oh, that's what that is. I know what that is. Been through there. I know how this is going to turn out and how the story goes. But it's the new thing. It's once you start getting that life experience, the new things excite you more and make you think deeper about it because it's like, what does it mean? What is this? I want to be closer. I want to be connected. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, same old don't get me excited. Like when's the last time?
But you know what? I think, Biff, part of my issue is also, I got like detachment issues. Like, I have no problem like detaching. If I convince myself to leave you the fuck alone, like, that's it. But I think one of my biggest parts is I've always dated like stage 5 clingers. And that shit bothers me. Like, I need time to miss you. So I kind of like, I kind of like the space sometimes. It's like, it gives me time to miss you. So when I see you, like, it's a full, genuine love. Like, I haven't seen you in so long. It could be like a day or two. Not even a day, some hours. Because we on different shifts or some shit. Like, give me time to miss you. I got, as long as you're not like a clinger and up my ass and like... No, I'm dead serious. Like, clingers really bother me because if I feel like smothered, then it's a problem. Because I'm very, I've always been a loner, but I'm like a social loner. So I don't mind speaking and stuff. But when I need some me time to get me together, I need my me time. And I don't need you questioning my me time. I just need you to understand, like, okay, even if that me time is me at work not talking to you, like, I think it's just kind of like what you like. Like, I don't mind you living in, what I'm saying? We could move in and live together and stuff, but just don't stay up my ass all day in the house. Like, you ain't got nothing else to do in the house?
Yeah,
Biff, are you a clinger?
No, I'm not. But with her, it's like...
You are a clinger.
It, like, hurts not to be near her. Like, it's crazy.
My heart. My heart.
Shut your, like, it is, man. It's like, I've never felt like this either. Like, usually it's like, please get the hell on. I need, like, a day away from you. But now it's just like, where you at? Like,
yeah. I kind of cherish, like, the miss you time.
Yeah.
I like it. That's what I like. That's my favorite part. Like, it doesn't bother me if I don't see you every day. Or, like, if I met somebody that is on shifts, too, and, like, we just have shifts that, shifts that change.
Mm-hmm.
And, it wouldn't bother me that I didn't see you all day. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit different, but I guess just because I've had, like, the 25... I meant the stage 5 clingers, and I just can't take it. Like,
I think it's different when... Hold on. I think it's different when the feelings are... Sorry, I'm messaging someone. I'm trying to get on as a guest. It's different when the feelings are there and it's genuine. Like... When someone's not... Is disingenuine the word? I don't know if that's the word. But it's like, when it's not real and it's fake and you're kind of doing it because that's what people say you're quote-unquote supposed to do. That's how a relationship is quote-unquote supposed to be, which is the dumbest shit ever. Because everyone's different. So you can't look at someone's relationship and say, hey, that's what our marriage should look like. So it's like, before I've got a lot of it, it just wasn't genuine. It was like supposed to be cute that you was up under your man. But like with my girl, like now because our feelings and thoughts and communication is genuine, I know that her saying she misses me, she not just saying that shit to get a response. She's saying it because nigga, I miss you.
She mean it. Yeah.
Right. And the same thing goes for me. Like I have to talk to her every day or I'm gonna feel away. Like, it's like, I just need to hear your voice. I don't care if it's just to say, hey, big head. Like,
yeah, you know me, and I had a goddamn mental breakdown when somebody took a 2-day break. Bitch.
Yeah, it drives you crazy.
Yeah. That was not cool. But, that goes into a relationship and having to explain to somebody, like, listen, I don't have to see you every day, but I do have to hear from you. Mm-hmm. And he kind of figured, because I don't have to see you every day, that goes along with communication. I'm like, no. That's not what I said. I just said I don't have to see you every day, not I don't have to hear from you every day.
Right, exactly. And I realized the reason I feel like that is that person gives you something. That person gives, like, that love is genuine and you want to feel it. Who doesn't want to feel love,
Yeah.
All right, y'all, we done.
I know it was a very quaint, kind of a calm Biff episode. I know it's going to be next week, so I know your guys are going to hear it next week, but I have an interview Wednesday, so even still continue sending out your prayers, light and love.
Woot woot.
Biff has an interview too, so we're trying to make moves, and we've talked about
My interview
bettering
is
ourselves.
passed, so
I thought the one that
it's tomorrow.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I know they're gonna hear it next week, but still continue to send out light and love for good things
Wait,
to
when
happen
is
for
yours?
both of us. Wednesday.
Oh, yours is the day after mine.
Yeah.
Oh, so we'll let y'all know the week after whether or not we failed. So
I'll let you know if I got that email saying we decide to pursue other candidates.
Damn, yo, that I just got one of those today. I'm like, you son of a
bitch. But it's for us, Bff. We got it. So I'm not even finna sit here and be like, I don't know if we got it. We got it. It's just about doing well in the interview, and I interviewed pretty well. So it's just about when do I start. So we got it. Give us light and love. I guess that's pretty much it for this week. Stay down, stay true, stay black, stay you, and we will definitely
tell the white listeners to stay black.
Well, they better stay down to stay an ally.
Oh my
put
God.
y'all parentheses. Stay an ally.
Y'all already know. FME_podcast on Instagram, From My Experience Podcast on Facebook, and you can catch us on pretty much all of the
social media platforms,
social media and podcasting platforms, and we will see y'all next week. Peace.